If you're planning on buying any cards from TCG Player, make sure you use our affiliate link right here in the description of our video to help support the channel. It's the best way to do it and it's free. Looking for PTGO codes? Potown Store has all the latest sets and promos instantly delivered to your email. You can use Tablemon code when checking out for 5% off. Card Market is Europe's largest online marketplace for Pokemon cards. Whether you're looking for sealed product or singles, vintage or the latest sets, just follow the link in the description to find what you need. Want to show off your love for Tablemon? Check out my 2021 merch. These new hoodies and shirts are available on Amazon. Click on the link in the description to get yours. This video is sponsored by the Pokemon TCG deck building website PokemonCard.io. Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new day of Road to TCG Worlds here. I've been running into DURANT quite a bit and it seems like a pretty cool deck. It seems like a popular choice at the moment, at least in the ladder, and I do expect it to show up to regional tournaments. So at the very least, I think it's important to know how to play against it and like the key components of the deck, even though there are different versions with Bibarel, with Cinccino, or this more straightforward version with Snorlax. I do believe that there's a lot of merit in DURANT and it's important to just know, exactly like even if you're not going to use it, what makes it tick. You've seen me play against it, you've seen how I completely change my mindset when approaching this deck and playing against it and how I have been successful with it. But I think it is cool to see it on the other side and see the train of thought that happens from this side, and also what could help you in determining or taking advantage of opponents' mistakes. So we have DURANT with the Devour attack. For each of your DURANT in play, discard a top card of your opponent's deck. We are going to use that attack with Double Turbo Energy or Twin Energy, obviously Double Turbo being the new addition to the deck. And then you have MANAPHY to protect our bench with Wave Veil. We have Snorlax to help us draw with Corviknight. And then we have the cheeky Yveltal with the Cry of Destruction, which allows you to discard up to 3 special energy from your opponent's Pokemon. That will allow us to really put a big dent in Mew and perhaps trap other Pokemon when combining that attack with Crushing Hammer Head Slips. Now, we do have Echoing Horn to try and trap, get back something that didn't want to be trapped and trapping it, or if an opponent tries to limit their bench, we can use this to bench something that they might have not wanted to, that we ended up discarding at some point, and trap it that way so that we ease off the pressure on our Pokemon. Love Ball helps search for MANAPHY and DURANT, although not Yveltal and Snorlax, but we do have 4 quick balls for that. We have Pulpad to help us recycle supporters, especially Potosaurus, which will be very important. Pokegear can potentially help us hit the supporters that we need so that we can continue to look at our deck. Rescue Carrier helps us recover DURANT so that we are discarding 4 energies most of the time. And then we have Scoop Up Nets to help us switch out and take the initiative in case we can on turn 1 start attacking and whatnot. And then Tool Scrapper removes those pesky air balloons. Yell Horn plus Galar Mine, that combination helps you in preventing your opponent from attacking you or even trapping something in the active and fully gaining discard turns or free discard turns that way. And then we have a bunch of supporters that combine both utility and draw. We have Research and Marnie for draw, we have Birdkeeper for draw and for switching, and we also have Peonia in case we prize a DURANT, because that is pretty key, and a prize DURANT can be pretty detrimental to this deck's success. And we also have Gloria to help us find 3 basic Pokemon that do not have a rule box. We do not play any rule box Pokemon, so that helps us set up our DURANT even more effectively. And Boss's Orders helps us bring up stuff that doesn't threaten DURANT, and hopefully we bypass turns that way. So that's the deck. Let's jump into the ladder and see if we can get some good games going. Alright, so I did win the coin flip. And I did have to think about this on whether I wanted to go first or second, based on the possibility of getting dunked or not. I did choose to go first. I do have quite a few basic Pokemon and a lot of ways to find them, so I think it's fine. But going up on your first turn against Mew VMAX can definitely be quite scary. Now, the Genesect pretty much confirms Mew VMAX. We did not prize a DURANT, that's really good. We also have access to Yveltal, so that could also be really good as a potential surprise. Important to figure out our prize cards as we are holding the Peonia in our hand. So 1 energy is prized, 1 research is prized, 1 boss is prized, One rescue carrier is prized, one poke gear is prized, and what? Nope. Huh. And I don't know exactly what the sixth prize is, but those prizes figured out very useful. It must be a single copy of something that I'm forgetting. I think, no, the yellow horn is right there. Okay, so we'll grab the Durant. So the number one thing I'm debating on right now is whether to play the Mine. I think because I have the Snorlax, I will end up playing it. I'm not I'm not a big fan of playing the first stadium, and now I think about it, since I didn't prize a lot of really good stuff, I think I can get rid of the Peonia, especially since I will be drawing a bunch of cards this turn with the Cormorant, which is really nice, and we know that most Mew decks do not play Marnie. However, I feel like every time I say that, I immediately get Marnied by a Mew player in the ladder, so I'm not gonna count on that. Now we have back-to-back Alarmine plus Boss's Orders, but we do not have any energy or further Durants either, so that will be potentially problematic. Failed Great Ball and failed Cramomatic is actually really unlucky for my opponent. They also choose to discard a Stadium, so the other two cards in their hand must be very, very important. Fully disagree with conserving the Power Tablet over the Stadium, but hey, who am I to judge? And yeah, oh wow, the two cards off of Genesect end up being Meloetta plus Battle VIP Pass. That is just outstanding. Not happy about that, but my opponent is going through a lot of resources right now, and they will have to use a switch to retreat this Genesect, so the combination of Galarmine plus Boss's Order on its own might end up being enough to win us this game, so that's really good. I do top deck on energy, which is fantastic. I will go ahead and play Crushing Hammer and fail it, unfortunately. Best case scenario, I find the supporter, yep, the Gloria, that fetches the other Durants, and that's really great. I kind of want to bench the Yveltal right here and just start threatening with that. Make my opponent double reconsider, right? But I generally think I have a direct win condition with Boss's Orders plus Colormine. After my opponent has to use a switching card here, they don't have infinite switching cards, so that's really good. And I'll go ahead and attach the energy here. The Yveltal is more of a distraction, really. And now my opponent played discarded their first Stadium, I will go ahead and play that, as I do have other copies of the Stadium. Maybe that's what I priced, the other Stadium. But no draw for me. No further draw. No energies either. So that could actually be problematic at this point. It could be very, very problematic. Okay, so we do see the escape rope. I think I give up on the Yveltal. I think it's fine to do so at this stage. We can't recover it, as it can't be gotten back with Rescue Carrier, but that's okay. I will get a 4-card discard plus the Confusion. Actually, okay, so never mind. I'm gonna take advantage of this situation. I'm just gonna confuse the Mew right here by doing that, and I will get rid of the Yellhorn, since I will always have targets from my opponent, right? Quite clearly. I will go ahead and grab the Snorlax, bench it, and then just draw a few more cards. What I'm looking for is really like energy or ways to continue to get back to Rants. No energies though, so a little unlucky. The Confusion should hopefully stick, or if this Confusion prompts my opponent to use up a switch, then I'm a happy camper as well. So there's another energy being fetched, there's another Mew, there's the attachment, and this will prompt my opponent to draw extra cards, right? So if that research was a Bird Keeper, this would be really good. You do see the switch, so So that's 2, right? 2 switching cards out of the usual 4 that Mew players play. So we don't have to win by decking them out with Durant. We can just win by using boss to deck them out as well. So now would be a good time to use a boss, actually, I think. Primomatic on the power tablet does find whatever they want, which ends up being a stadium so that they can attack, but I am actually okay with this. So now I'm gonna play Galarmine plus the boss right here. And discard 4 more cards whilst potentially removing an energy. Nope. Crushing Hammers are just there as decorative measures. Decorative cards, right? They're there to help like spike your opponent's heart rate just a little bit, but that's it, right? Which that spike, ooh, discard a switch, that's probably GG. That spike in their heartbeat and a stadium, wow, what the heck, that was the most broken Devour. That spike in heartbeat could potentially prompt an opponent to make a mistake, right, which is always good. We might see an Escape Rope plus boss KO on the Durant, which I am completely okay with. As I'm in no hurry, honestly, at this point in time. And I'm just gonna go ahead and promote the Snorlax, confuses both. And, ooh, there's the Bird Keeper actually. So that's really nice. Okay, so change of plans, I wanna do this. And then I'm gonna Bird Keeper. I probably should have just used boss's orders, honestly. Okay. Not quite the decorative card that I was thinking of, but that's okay. Yeah, probably boss would have been stronger. Just boss and then research next turn. That probably would have been a stronger play. But that's okay. Assuming the worst, which is they flip heads. Yeah, boss plus Snorlax would have been a better play, actually. So questionable play by me this previous turn. Probably would have avoided a knockout if I had just done that. So that's what I'll do this turn, right? I am running out of time though. They are at 2 prizes right here, so I definitely don't have all the time in the world to pull this off. So maybe researches should just be 4 Bird Keepers, right? Maybe that's the way to go. So we'll go ahead and Gormandize. We're looking for energies, which we are still unable to find. What the heck? I do have Pulpad to put back boss's orders into the deck. Well, like I said, I'm feeling pretty safe here, I would say. With 3 of their 4 switching cards down, there's a Marnie. Like I said, like you'll never see Marnie in tournament winning deck lists, but I keep seeing Marnie in these ladder Mew decks. Alright, my opponent decides to attach to the active, surprisingly. We don't see a 3rd basic psychic energy. Yeah, really interesting attachment right there. I guess just trying to thin. And just a pass. Alright, so I get to discard 4 extra cards here, which is pretty fantastic. I also get to Peonia. And just put the 1, 2, 3. Just put the Snorlax into prize cards. The boss is great, the double turbo is great. Wait, what the heck? Why did I only see 2 cards? Did I only click on 2? I clicked on 3, didn't I? What? Alright, that's okay, I guess. That was really weird. That was actually really weird, but I'm fairly confident we have this. Nothing too important that I discard right there. Maybe the Alessa, but they have 1 potential Fusion Strike energy left. And if they choose to draw cards, as they thin their hand for some reason last turn, I mean to draw extra cards, but then that's only helping my case. 1 last boss's orders should seal up the game for me right here. even if they play that fourth escape rope at some point right now. Should be good. Yeah, should be good. And this is what I mean by potentially taking advantage. My opponent didn't hold back with their draws, and that might have cost them. I mean, I don't know what else they could have done at some point. Choosing to discard the stadium and playing the power tablet instead of the other way around, I think that was a mistake for sure. Or a less than ideal play. Not sure what else my opponent could have done, or what they could have done better compared to what they did, but hey, who am I to judge right here? Don't know their hand, don't know their list. They're clearly playing out of the norm stuff with Great Balls instead of Ultra Balls. We do see the choice build, so it is updated. Oh, they have Ultra Balls actually. So Great Balls for some reason. When you have Battle VIP Pass, Fog Crystal, Quick Balls, and Ultra Balls, they're still playing Great Balls. And they're playing Barney as well. Not sure how many copies of that, but yeah. Okay, so they have the energy in hand. If they draw cards, they lose. If they don't get out of this, they also lose. And they do choose to boss up my MANAPHY. So that will buy them a turn, but that's okay. Will the Genesect attack? That would be very impressive. Cramomatic. So they're trying to get the escape rope without drawing cards, right? Which that might lead to them getting it. Or they could get the double turbo to retreat, but then we just go attach boss, boop. Even if they KO my Durant, even if they have, yeah, the double turbo and a boss, that's completely okay. Oh wow, and that's exactly what they have. That is really, really impressive. But that's okay, like I said. This Genesect is potentially stuck in the active. I will only discard 3 cards, but by doing this, I'm pretty sure it's... Actually, it's not game over. If I don't discard the escape rope. Oh, so they're gonna have access to the escape rope. I didn't discard it, it was in the bottom 2 cards of their deck. Oh, okay, never mind. Maybe it was priced. Or maybe, looking at this, maybe... Oh, wait. What? When did they play the second escape rope? I don't... Huh? When did they play the second escape rope? I'm actually not sure. But hey, we did it, right? Barely. I think it would have been a safer win if I hadn't done the Team Yellgrunt. Team Yellhorn play. If I had just gone boss that turn, I think that would have been better, but hey. On to next game. Alright, so I won the coin flip yet again, and once again I chose to go first, even though I'm a little unsure about it. I can always just like pick up the Durant. With this hand, like, it's really good. Oh my god. So we're actually playing the mirror match. So I'm gonna go ahead and confuse them. Wow, this is weird. I don't think energy denial. Well, it could be, honestly. Fine. I mean, I have no idea how to approach the mirror match. Last game was the first time I've ever used this deck. This game is the second time, and it's also a mirror match, so it's gonna be really odd. I'm gonna conserve my energy because they're probably playing Crushing Hammers as well. And so hopefully that stops their turn 1 Durant, but now I drew 3 energies, so... And they just have the turn 1 Bird Keeper to compensate for this, so it's already not looking great. I have a feeling I'm just gonna go ahead and concede. Very likely. And I flip tails, yep. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. Oh, I don't even KO the freaking Durant. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna do this. I want to do this to force another energy, and I'm gonna attach the twin energy to the Snorlax because there's a universe where I actually body slam myself into a win, but how do I just find another energy? Unreal. Unreal. I lost my Marnie as well. I get the Gloria. I need Birdkeeper off of this. Once again proving, well, with the research, if that was unreal then. Anyways, I do flip heads, which is good. I guess I'll attach this. I'll just grab the other thing. And I'll go ahead and Gormandize. It's just doing 80 damage is not relevant. And they just have the other energy. And they also have like twins, not these energies, where I just wanted one twin. Crushing Hammer, does flip heads. Yeah, so they're choosing not to let me go for that KO, which makes sense. And yeah, okay, so I'm just gonna concede here. I'm way deeper into the deck. I have no way to retreat here, and like I need research. There's a bird keeper, so I'm going to change it to research 4 bird keepers before I start the next game, and we'll show one more game. Alright, choosing to go first once again against Mega Lucario. Hopefully we're not punished by that as we were last game. Okay, so MANAPHY gonna be pretty important right here. I'll go ahead and attach this. Gonna search for another DURANT. MANAPHY is not priced. That's really, really good and very important. And getting back MANAPHY will certainly be crucial. However, I did price 2 rescue carriers, so that could be impactful. That could actually be very, very impactful. Glad I have that Marnie though. Glad I have that Marnie. So it'll be interesting to see what's exactly my opponents are playing. Usually that deck will not be playing too many stadiums, if any. Maybe one sometimes, if it's just the auxiliary version of the deck. No attachment is really good. Oh wait, never mind. I didn't price 2 rescue carriers. I had one in my hand. Whoops. Whoopsie daisies. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and Marty here and get rid of that Urshifu, which I believe was a mistake for my opponent. Not super concerned about confusing that guy at the moment. I'd rather just discard a bonus card, and I'm not gonna bench the MANAPHY just yet in case they can potentially target it. And I did discard 2 energies right there. That is huge. That is actually huge, because that deck doesn't usually play too many energies. Assuming it plays some sort of dark energies, because usually the Melody version only plays water and Rapid Strike. By seeing the fighting, we can expect Moltres and basic dark energies. Okay, so there's a Tower of Waters, there's a research, so as good a Marnie as you could hope for from my opponent, honestly. Double Air Balloon as well, really impressive. And we see Crobat. Maybe it's just straightforward fighting. Yeah, okay, so no defense against Mew and no way to accelerate for GMAX Rapid Flow. So questionable decisions, but who am I to judge? Now, because I do have the Bird Keeper, now I'm wishing it was research, but can't have it all, right? So we're gonna go ahead and Bird Keeper right here. And okay, scary stuff right here. To the point where I'm considering going for Snorlax as opposed to discarding. I don't think I gain much by discarding here, so yeah, I think that's gonna be the plan. The Punia is interesting, but I'll forego it for now. So I am choosing not to discard cards right here in order to just draw cards. Alright, and we will definitely be going with a Pal Pad, putting back the Marnie and the Bird Keeper. And then I think I will attach though, right? So if they go boss after this, I mean, I think if they go boss, they go after MANAPHY, right? So let's just attach. I mean, best case scenario, they go GMAX Rapid Flow and forget what MANAPHY does, but I don't think that's gonna happen. And I have Color Mine, we have boss onto the Crobat, most likely. And we have only a discard of 2, which is not ideal, but and even worse would be a boss KO on the Durant. Not much I can do about that though. So we're definitely like not in a good or useful situation, and seeing as this is an out of the norm list, this is scary, but also apparently a heavy switching count for my opponent is also scary. They choose to switch and they Marty. Oh my god. I mean, I'm glad that switch is gone, but that Marty is also very scary. Alright. They do go after the MANAPHY. And they will Gale Frost. Okay, so now I have exactly one play and one play only. And if they have extra switching cards, then we're gonna be in a lot of trouble. Go ahead and play this to thin. This other level ball is actually useless. There's nothing for me to grab right here. This is fairly decent. I can't grab the Bird Keeper, however, so I'll just grab the Marnie. Yeah, I'll grab the Marnie for next turn, because this turn I'm definitely playing Color Mine plus boss. Onto the Crobat. That seems to be, in my opinion, the best target, right? So we'll go Devour, not using the level ball. Discarding another energy is really fantastic, and the Intillion. So my 2 Devours have been on point. Generally on point. What? Well, never mind. Not against a triple. Oh my gosh. A triple quick shooting, dude. Unreal. Okay. Now this is scary, because MANAPHY goes down next turn. My opponent could go down to 1 prize card next turn. That's really scary. Why? Oh my god. My opponent could actually win next turn, because they obviously play more switches, right? They obviously play more switches. There's no way they don't. They choose to Marnie, however. Okay, I'll take that. I'm happy with that decision. Seems better than searching directly for a switch. And I was going to Marnie anyways. Get the rescue carrier as well. They decide to attach to the bench. So I don't know. I actually don't understand that play. But I'll take it, you know? I will absolutely take it. I do need the rescue carrier, basically, otherwise I am dead. That head flip is huge, because I believe that's the 3rd Rapid Strike energy now gone. Yes, that is really, really big. And I will save that, though, for next turn, because MANAPHY is definitely going down next turn. And then let's hit a switch. Ooh, I hit the stadium. That is also huge. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Quad quick shooting? No. Okay. No quad quick shooting for my opponent. 2 stadiums down though. No switching card shown either. Decides to put the damage on the active, which is probably the worst possible decision, I would say. Okay. I'd rather lose MANAPHY over the course of 2 turns than have them. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, right? I chose 3. So why did I only look at 2 last time? I must have. And there's a victory. All right. So questionably played by my opponent. I don't know how many switching cards they had, I guess. Questionable placement on the Herbaloons, questionable list without Melanie or a way to battle dark types. Like Mew is still very much around. I guess it makes sense to focus less on Gmax Rapid Flow because of MANAPHY, but you still need some form of anti-Mew measures, right? And Mew doesn't play MANAPHY, so it can't protect its bench. So I don't know. Not the most standard Urshifu list, but we pulled through. So yeah, that's DURANT, trying to deck everyone out. Very reminiscent of the XY DURANT deck. Pretty cool to see. And yeah, definitely a fun deck, right? That plays differently to other decks. And you try to buy yourself like that 1 or 2 crucial extra turns, plus take advantage of any potential opponent's mistakes that you run into. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.